What is up, world? Divine souls, light workers, beings, and every other human on the planet. It is your boy, Spiritual Nyrite Kage, tapping in with you guys. And, breathing, bro. I gotta connect with the breath. I'm fucking tired, right? I'm tired. Tired of the 9 to 5. Tired of being a slave, both mentally and physically. I'm tired of fucking being a slave to my old habits, to my old ways of thinking and conditioning. It's like a ruthless and an active approach to not only the life you want, the mind you want, like in all aspects of being. And you have to like holistically attack this with so much energy and so much effort, right? It's fucking crazy. Lately upon the journey, I've been contemplating, right? With fear, you can say. The fear of living my dream life versus living a more comfortable and more predictable lifestyle. Whether that comes to the job, the money, the income. And it's like, when I really thought about it, it's like, money's kind of a system of trade, but the way they're teaching it now has us working for it the rest of our lives to make bare minimum to buy half the things we need. So it has us trapped in not only a materialistic type of trap, but also in this like mindset. And it's the mindset I feel like that really gets cripples and kills people. How do I get money, right? How do I survive? How do I get my food, my water, and my shelter? Those are the questions. And I feel like it's easy. It's not. I take that back. I'm not saying it's easy for everyone, right? But I'm saying if we live in like a state like higher than a third world country, you're in a first world, second world, and you've got like access to some of these things, maybe it's time to really start viewing those perspectives, rather viewing those things from a perspective of opportunity and gratitude and abundance instead of lack. Not only that, but just really trying to find and uncover what the authentic version of yourself is. It's like I've been giving so much conditioning, so much beliefs, so many systems, so many trains of thought, ways to think that are not mine. So is everything not mine? Has it come to a point where I literally have to find myself and recreate the person that I want to be as the creator that I am? Because I've been fed and assimilated all of these things to make this being now. And so I know I'm conscious, right? I'm conscious of the things that I'm doing. I'm conscious of the life that I'm living. But sometimes it's like on autopilot, like my consciousness is on autopilot. I'm just watching this shit go by. And it's just not cool. It's just not cool, right? So we gotta amp it up. Amping up the energy, you feel me? No longer can we wait. No longer can we sit. No longer can we be a victim in our lives. Like we gotta think about our ancestors, right? We gotta think about the human race. Like we are all connected, right? So every being, every organism, right, that led to this series of relevant phenomena that led to this moment, that led to you, right? Are we just going to like work all the way there to be like, we didn't get this far to get this far, right? You feel me? So it's like, in the age of awakening and seeing so many people awaken, I do have a deep hope. Fuck hope, nigga. I know it's coming. It's happening. You feel me? Like we're awakening. We're coming into our divinity. We're learning like who we are, what we are, and the unlimited spectrum of, you feel me? Learning how to think more metaphysical, more open-minded, beyond this space-time, beyond this third dimension. I feel like that's definitely the next level of being a human, right? We're like infinite potential, and so we really have to like tap in. And I was wondering what it takes to cultivate these things. Like, what is the initial spark? Because I've noticed a lot of people don't have that initial spark. It's like, what is that thing that pushes you off the cliff? It's like, it's time to fly. It's time now, more than you wait. You put it off to the next day, and before you know it, it's you know, your time's almost up and you're like, fuck, my youth, you know, my power of youth is gone, and now I've got to work with what I'm working with. And so that comes into play, and it's like all these things in one, man. And that's just like on one spectrum. We're not getting into the emotional spectrum, nor are we getting into the indulgences or the abuse we have with different relationships with things, or the lack of consciousness of the relationship, like the sacred relationship we have with just creation itself, life, inanimate and animate objects. But I know I'm ready. I know I'm ready. I know you're ready. I know we're ready. And so this is simply my journey, and I hope that by documenting and explaining and talking, that maybe someone out there can see, and that would be the push off the cliff to spread your wings and fly, because we're infinite potential, right? Infinite wealth resources, infinite anything, infinite everything. And we just have to kind of put our mind to it. Ask yourself how, and don't accept anything else, like no excuses. So I feel like that's what needs to be cultivated. I feel like we need to really try and learn what we are and what we rather have become up to this moment, and then realize and organize what we want to be, and find the starting points of how we can start to make that happen, and just go from there. It'll be like a domino effect. But end of the rant. I'll see you guys on the other side.